wholeness. Yes, it's been a beautiful March 1st. So, welcome to this new energy of warmth, nourishment of the soul, the spirit. Yes, we're coming out of this winter, this dead, cold winter, right? So, with this video, we are going to talk about nourishing our bodies with warmth and heat. And this is specifically towards like iron deficiency, right? So, the basic symptoms of feeling cold in the hands and the feet, in the body, quick to get cold, quick to get tired, and everything, um, and so on and so forth, right? So the reason why I'm making this video is that I feel like iron deficiency gets misdiagnosed, right? And I am speaking from experience. I don't want to do a disclaimer, but I just want to let you know that our organs are cold, you know? And sometimes, even although we feel warmth, it is literally our body trying to like really warm us up, like when we get the cold, we get the flu, flu like symptoms where we heat up and our organs are cold and it's trying to heat up, right? So that's an example of our bodies being cold. And yeah, so another example of when we are cold, right? We're like this, we're all tight, our shoulders up to our ears, just really tense, and we've tightened up, right? The same thing, like our skin is our largest organ. So if our skin is feeling this way, if our body is feeling this way, and so is our other organs, right? Feeling cold and tight. And also just, I want to say, losing that chi, that fire, that warmth, within us. Okay, yeah, so our bodies being cold, and so is our organs. And just as we are really cold, so are our organs, right? So that means also our blood. Our blood is moving slowly. When you are cold, you just move slowly. You're like, oh, I don't really want to do this. Do I really have to go to work? That is our blood, you know essentially it's moving slow, it's thick, and like it's just thick and like not trying to do anything, not trying to build blood like that, like just having a really hard time doing anything, right? So for instance, like let's say watermelon, right? um in a cold area, it inside will also be cold, right? So that is the same thing that's happening with our blood. It is cold being in the environment that we're in. Like, let's say you are in a cold environment, right? So what also contributes to having a cold environment within ourselves, our body constitution, is mucus. Right? And that's usually from mucus forming foods, like starches, mucus forming foods, right? So like rice, potatoes, um, and so on and so forth. You get it, right? Um, this is for the advanced bays, baddies, girlies out there, right? So our body is laced with and our organs being laced with mucus, right? um this mucus is cold, right? It's stretchy, leathery, like, it's if you've seen my page, if you've seen, you know my page before, our page before, you will see the kind of mucus that comes out of one's body. And when you feel it, I know it's gross, but it's our body. We're the scientists, right? It is freezing. It is freezing. and you're just like, damn, like this is inside of me. And it, usually like you have to warm up your body to take out this waste, this type of waste, this type of byproduct. When we eat certain foods, like, um, I do want to say that when we eat certain foods, it turns into a liquid, depending on how much hydration is in the food. And then that hydration goes within our blood, and then that blood goes throughout our organs and distribute what our organs need, right? Um, yeah, right. So if it lacks hydration, it turns into sludge, right? And sometimes that sludge is hard to come out without moving it and, heating up the body to move out this sticky, cold byproduct, this waste out of our bodies, right? So, um, again, this is what contributes to our bodies being at a cold constitution, right? So what I'm saying is like, what we mistake, low iron deficiency, um, is really just our bodies being at a very cold temperature from within. And naturally, you would feel that when you do a Yoni steam, and you're all covered up, your toes, your whole body, your head, everything, right? Like, you could feel your organs, like, and you can feel the cold within. Well, when I experienced my very first, Yoni steam and so on and so forth, I definitely feel the cold within my body, right? And also do my first Temescal, I was like baffled. I like this was my eureka moment. I'm just like, I understand, right? Especially traditional Chinese medicine, like, it's very simple and straightforward when you are learning ancient healing systems, right? And health systems is based off of like the four directions, the four elements, and more, um, and so on and so forth, right? So, there's like hot and cold, right? So your body's either like hot and cold, hot or cold, right? So with coldness, it's very feminine. So it's like gravity pulling you down. So all that coldness is like going down within our wombs, right? So this is where like cysts, menstrual cramps, and all of that, like, um, goes into effect because things aren't moving, right? And the womb especially needs to be warm. It's literally just calling for warmth. And in traditional Chinese medicine, there is a meridian point, meridian channel that connects the heart and the womb. So that's why some people may even call the womb the second heart, you know? Um, but they're both very interconnected. So I wouldn't even say second heart, it's just they're one, you know? But yeah, that's why like some people can be snappy or irritable and all of that. It's truly because their body, their womb especially, is cold. And sometimes we may identify with like, or see a person being like, oh man, why are they acting this way, and it's truly like their organs be talking to them, but they're not listening. So now we listening to all of that, um me too, speaking from experience, right? So our body is talking to us, and being like, hey, I'm cold, bruh, I'm cold. So we snap on people being cold to them. Right? So yeah, so the gravitational pull of coldness, it really like sinks you in, right? And then hot air rises. So when that trapped air warmth is in our body, it's usually like up here, like our throats, our chest, um what else? Yeah, so I do want to say that sometimes, for instance, even like what we would also consider like candida or like yeast and all of that is like warmth, like rising, like into our chest, our throat, our mouth, our face, and all of that, and it's trapped heat, right? From the cold, dampness, and stagnation. So basically, dis-ease is stagnation, and you know our digestive fire, when we lose that fire due to dampness, coldness, and stagnation, right? It's hard for things to be digested, and they're just resting there, fermenting, and so much more bloating and all of that, right? So, yeah, for my affiliate link, um, I will have the link in bio for your Yoni Steam toolkit, and a free Yoni Steam guide. If you don't know where to start. Um, yeah, and honestly, I love this toolkit because you can literally travel everywhere with this beauty. Okay, um, so my phone is about to transform. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about the misconception of iron deficiency, and especially with women that look like me. Like, we've done it. We ate the meat. We ate the what's it called? The herbs, um the plants and all of that, but still, we still suffer with this, right? So you know, and you have like teas and whatnot. I'm not saying herbs don't work, okay, but like getting to the root of it all. This is the video. This is it. Right? So thank you so much if you have gotten this far. I gotta run. Stay warm in these streets. Keep your womb warm. Send you warmth, gentleness, love, support to your womb. Softness, because like, we turn soft when we're warm. We're hard, when we're cold. So stay soft in these streets. Okay.